Hello everyone, welcome on back to Hutan Pantai. Alright, so I'm just going to bring a fairly full load of wood beams and long planks to the temple. I think we'll probably do mowing today. No, none of our fields are actively ready for harvest. It looks like most of them will be ready next month or so, so we'll have a bunch of harvest coming up. They all are that dark green, so like I said, I would assume next month or two they'll all be ready. We do need to get second layer fertilizer for the newly planted grass field. We'll likely do that. Maybe we'll have a worker work on mowing our current grass field, or I guess the first grass field. We'll have them work on that. I think we might make that into silage. I kind of went back and forth on it. We have about the same amount of hay as silage. I think it's 130,000 liters of hay to 131,000 liters of silage. So it's kind of a... There's not much of a difference there. So there we go, $168,500. These have been quite profitable for us. The wood has been quite profitable. So, let's set destination. Yeah, sprayer would be up here. I was trying to think where our sprayer was. Where do I want to put this? Because I don't want it in the way. We'll probably make another mix today for total mixed ration. We'll try the less silage and hay. I think that was the goal. I think we used a bale and a half of hay. I think we're going to try to do a bale and a quarter, maybe? So that would be, I think it's 8,000 liter bales, I think. We'll check. I think it's 8,000 liters. Yeah, so instead of 12,000 liters, we'll try to use like closer to 10. And maybe we'll try to use a little less silage as well. Try to stuff it up as much as we can with straw. That is generally the goal with TMR. So where is the mowers? There we go. Okay. I'll have this work on mowing. I think by the time this is done, we'll likely have the Massey over here, and we can that one field sprayed. It's August, so I don't think we have any high price stuff to sell. I can double check, but usually August is not a month to sell stuff in. Double check. Just rice rolls like usual, wood products. Buffalo mozzarella's, that's still 15 grand from Max, so it's not really worth it. We can check in here. Next month, buffalo mozzarella might be pretty good, so I'll have to try to remember to keep an eye on that. And we'll probably sell the rice rolls with it, because rice rolls are almost always good. So I'll drop this off here. This needs some fuel as well, some diesel. We'll grab the sprayer. I don't think we have anything to spray. Anything else outside of the one field. Currently a herbicide in there. I'll double check, but I'm pretty dang sure everything is maxed outside of that field. Alright, so let's get this field here sprayed. Like I said, not a huge field, at least compared to the sprayer itself. What kind of steering assist lines are there? It always wants to go that way. It's not really the direction I would personally go around this field. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like you'd want to take the longer strips, wouldn't you? Maybe I'm wrong. I just feel like that would be the best of the options. Now, as far as I know, we don't own a tedder yet, so we'll have to get one of those rented. I don't think we even own a windrow, do we? Yeah, we've been kind of slacking on buying things for grass. Which is fair, you know, things aren't cheap, but we definitely want to get that going. I think there are only a strip or two around now. They are not actually making as much progress as I thought. Dang it. Oh, they're missing again. I just realized I left that on. I'm gonna have to finish that myself, I think, this. Because I don't want to have to basically go around the whole field myself again just to get all these random spots that are not being mowed for whatever reason. You know, it's one thing when it's just the outer edge, but it's the whole field. I'm sure if I mow it, yep, it'll be fine. So, yeah, well, we'll try not to miss too much here, dang it. I just made fun of the worker. I can't miss it. That would be quite embarrassing. I'll just go ahead and I'll get this finished off myself, and then we'll probably just lease a tedder and a worker can do that then. I would think that would go a lot smoother for them, so. I have that on. But oh, it's, oh, okay. I was like, I have the front mower on. Why is it not mowing? I had it, raised still. Well, I'll talk to everyone once the time lapse is done. Alright, just like that, we are done. And it's actually done, too. It's not missing a bunch of small little pieces. So let's get tedder. I really don't think I own tedder. That I remember, at least. Tedder. Yeah, that's a big negative. Part of me's tempted to rent this. How much is the rental? That would just go so quick. I kind of want to try it. Kind of just want to try it. Why not? Why not? It's 15 meters. I might rent one of these too. Why not? You know? This one isn't too bad. Make things go a lot quicker, and why not? I mean, I'm down to try some new things with that, so. Alright, well, I think we'll probably let the worker try at this. Can't do much worse than what the mowing seemed to be going like. They're probably gonna get straightened out, and then. Yeah, well, we can finally actually get this field sprayed now. So I certainly was not wanting to have to basically fix that whole field from mowing. I kind of just want to get it done myself almost at some point, so. And we'll do this. Maybe this is the right way to go for this. You don't have to cut your spray width down too much for quite some time. Even this we can just boom, do that. That should be the whole thing done. At least, 99% of it. Yeah, looks pretty good. Like I said, we'll get a windrow rented, and we'll also have to get a baler. Which I might buy the baler itself. We do probably want to start considering buying some of our own equipment for that. Instead of, obviously right now we're kind of leasing. Basically every time we cut grass, we gotta lease stuff. And, all of this equipment here we're going to lease, we're going to return. And then, in a month or two, whenever it is, we'll be cutting more grass. We'll have to re-rent it again. And there's no resale price, obviously, to it. So it's just basically money down the drain. Looks to be going good so far. Yeah, we'll lease some stuff for it and get it brought over there. We can start working on that field right away. But we can probably do a mix of TMR too, because we're going to do that eventually here. Probably best to get it done sooner rather than later. I'm not sure if this sprayer fits in this shed. I don't think it does. I think there's a reason why I had it sitting out. The doors are a little short. I wish they were a little taller. There we go. Oh, well, I mean, it fits. Seems to, at least. Obviously, we can't put all of this mix into the water buffalo. I honestly need to almost let them start running out of hay, because they're going to run out of TMR every month at the rate they're going, because we can only put, 15,000 liters in there. I think I'll just get fresh bales. We got to dump one full in here anyway, so we'll just put a fresh full one. Alright, so we'll just drop that in, and then we'll want to put half of this bale, was my thought process at least, is you do, instead of a bale and a half, a bale and a quarter of another bale. Probably want to go a little bit lower on that. So we only want to put 2,000 liters from this in there. That would mean we're doing, I think this is 23,000 liter mixer, so only 10,000 of it will be hay. So half of it would be hay, which is a little bit better than what it was. Not a ton, but a little bit. I think that's probably good enough. Then I'll try to pad it out. So that'll be a decent amount less of silage and hay, if that works as intended. Like I said a while ago, I have not made a TMR mix in quite some time, so it's all about getting back into the rhythm of kind of figuring out the exact, best mix you can do, which usually involves obviously padding it out the most you can. So I make sure nothing drops below. Oh, okay. How full is that? I think that we might have just found the mix, because that's pretty good. We could still probably use a little less hay, but that's not too bad of a mix. It's padded out quite a bit, which was the goal. Get it padded out as much as you can without obviously making it forage. Okay, so yeah, wasn't gonna be a ton used from that bale, but I would say that's pretty good. That's almost as good as you really can get. How is this doing? Not too bad, not too bad. I am gonna grab a windrow. I'm thinking, I kind of want to try some bigger grass stuff. Like, we'll try this one. Well, we'll lease that. I kind of just want to try some different stuff. We've been primarily using the same windrow and baler and tedder and all that stuff for basically the entire time. Where's the balers? I 100% went by on them. There we go. I think we'll lease. Oh, we'll buy this, actually. I think we can buy it. Why not? I don't quite remember which attacher worked best. We'll do the middle one. It's a free change, so it's not the end of the world. We'll buy that, because I do quite like that baler. It's a nice little square baler. It's a lot, cheaper than the other options, so I can't really complain. Alright, so that is going to get dropped. I'll get that returned. We'll go and grab the windrow. I can have that starting up here, and we can get that fed into the water buffalo so they can have a full thing of TMR again. But like I said, I almost need them to slowly run lower on food, mainly for hay, so we can start putting more TMR so they can have, just TMR there. They're not constantly switching between hay and TMR, so that should give them the higher efficiency, productivity. Should be able to get more milk from them. This is probably, 6 meters wider than what we usually use for a windrow, so this should go quite a bit faster, I would think. Yeah, that's pretty wide. We'll let a worker do it. Usually, honestly, they're probably better at windrow than I am. Usually. Their lines are usually a little bit better. They're probably not going to miss as much, too. Oh, there we go. And we gotta get this unloading out of the other side. The right side. So it looked kind of weird just unloading into the wall. I don't think they'll take a ton of this, but half of it? No, more than half. You know, still 6,500 liters in there. So like I said, it's because there's a total capacity. So we need, you know, the TMR to drop, or what? Not TMR. We need the hay to drop, so we have less hay in there. So then we can put more TMR. That way they have enough TMR for the entire overnight period, and not just the daytime mainly. Alright, so we gotta lower it, and I'll probably turn on steering assist. It should be the same line as they take, usually. Unless I adjust it, it's usually the same line. Well, I think I'll probably just go ahead and start up a time lapse. We'll get this windrowed, and then I'll go and grab the baler. We can get it baled right away. So I'll talk to everyone once the time lapse is done. Alright, so there we go. Baling is done. And honestly, we can leave the bale in here. Because we now own this, so we don't gotta worry about obviously returning it and then losing, 4,000 liters of hay or anything. You can bring this up here, and then I'll go down. I'll grab the trailer. I'll also get the windrow returned as well. But we'll have to start working on getting the bales loaded up. I suppose I currently have the shed full. We almost need more space. We only built one shed. We built one shed, and honestly I think we needed like 2 or 3. Which I wouldn't mind getting another one like that, but I also want it to be a little bit taller at least. Some of the things seem to be a little bit too tall to fit into the doors. That kind of takes away the purpose of, well, having a shed, is when your stuff isn't under cover. It's not really much of a shed then. It's just basically a sitting building with nothing in it if you don't have anything that fits in there. Alright, so it looks like most of the bales are on that side of the field, so that's probably where I'll park the trailer at. There's only a handful of bales over here versus quite a few over here. Makes sense, but... And we'll go to the Merlot. Let's get the windrow returned. Return. Oh, I don't need it reset because that ain't gonna do me much good. That where is it? That's not far from the temple, actually. 5 trees. That's not that many, but we'll accept it. I'll do that off camera. Well, much like I did last time, I'll go ahead and get these loaded up. I think we'll probably do a little better than last time, honestly, loading them up. Hadn't loaded square bales on this trailer yet at that time, so I feel like we'll be a little bit more efficient knowing how to stack them, where they're not too tall up. Just barely fits in there. There we go. We'll go and grab the other two there in the far corner. Otherwise, everything else is, right here, so it's quite convenient. I think last time we had more over here than we did in the other section, which is kind of weird because that section obviously is wider and larger. But it's just, how it turned out that time. Well, I think I'll just, I'll probably just do a short time lapse. We'll just get this stuff loaded up. Why not? So I'll just talk to everyone once this is all loaded up. Alright, so let's just get that on there, and that is the whole field picked up. Honestly, not sure how many bales we got from that field. I did not count or anything, so. Not too bad, though. We can obviously check in here. So, session 17 bales produced. It's another 136,000 liters of hay. So we'll probably be pretty good for hay for quite some time, I would imagine. We'll likely do silage maybe next time for mowing, but anyways, that is everything for today. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.